National Sports Center in Blaine, Minnesota. This is the 2022 USAFL Central Regional Championships. This is a Pool A match between the Des Moines Roosters and the Nashville Kangaroos. My name is Brian Barish. We are just about set to get underway. The ball is in the air, and we are underway here in the North Star State. The ball gets back-heeled up in the air. Over to get it there is the number 1 for Nashville, which is Andrew Gleichert. He sends that one inside 50 for the first time of the morning. I see David Harris going after it. They call him Frosty for Nashville. A player slips and falls on his tuchus, and the ball gets flipped up in the air. Passed over to Johnny Crossley, one of the Chicago players, and we'll get into that in just a moment. He's playing for Nashville. They work it out the back, left-footed shot, sails to the left, and it has gone through for behind. Andrew O'Dwyer with the left-footed kick. So it is 1-0 in favor of the Nashville Kangaroos, who are wearing the red, white, and blue. The Des Moines Roosters are wearing the red with the white and black hoops. Now, both of these teams actually have players from 2 clubs each. Des Moines is playing alongside players from the Wisconsin Wombats over in Madison, Wisconsin, and Nashville is playing with players from the Chicago Swans. The mark is taken on the far side there by the number 2 in Philip Lavis. So Lavis stands about 45 meters out from goal. Absolutely beautiful day. It is going to top up at about 85 degrees, and that's pretty lucky for us here in Minnesota, because if we would have waited 2 days, it'll probably get somewhere up into the triple digits. The ball goes into the popcorn machine, ball goes to ground, and Des Moines able to clear that one out the back to the far side. It's going to be a 2-on-1 contest, and the one player there that's Ben Hausner, number 25. He was able to get it away and clears that one up the near side. Almost a nice mark taken, but the ball goes to ground, and they look for the long hand pass. Does it over the top to Eric Monroe. Monroe finds a defender there in Peter Bailey. A little 1-2 do-si-do action with Monroe. Sends that one up into the pocket where it's marked. Over to get it is Brett Bierman, which will be consumed very much once this tournament is over in about 8 hours' time. That one is sent inside, tipped off the top, and controlled there. Ball goes to ground. Umpire says play on. Fisted out to the near side. Picked up by the Roosters. Goes back again for Monroe. Sends that one to the top. Almost marked. Dropped in front. And it's handball back. Nashville desperately trying to get it out of there. And now soccered out to the near side. Over to get it. There is a 33 which is Cody McLean for Nashville. And everybody goes down mushroom farming. Ball stays alive. There is the 23 for Nashville. I believe is a borrowed player from the who's borrowed across, actually. No, I think it's Crossley, actually. And ball goes into the pocket once again. Still 1-0 the score as that one is sent out on the full. It'll be a free kick. And Nashville will shake the old Etch-a-Sketch and try and draw up something new. Nashville won their first ever national championship in Division 4 a season ago, and this their 25th season. And combined with Chicago, which has been fluctuating from Division 2 and Division 3. Des Moines has been playing down in Division 4. They won the Division 4 national championship in 2012. No mark taken, ball comes forward, picked up, and here is Maurice Howe. Howe, with a 1-on-1 contest, overcooks everybody, and now it's going to be a foot race. 2 red jumpers there, 1 for the Kangaroos. The ball goes out of bounds, and that is a great result for the Kangas. And a good job by Mo Howe, who has been on Tom Ellis's radar with the USA national team for some time. First of 2 20-minute halves. There will be a water break sometime at about the 10-minute mark. We'll fill you in on that a little bit later on. The ball goes out of bounds. The other team in this group, there's 6 teams in this men's competition, 2 pools of 3. The Austin Crows, who have a couple of players from the North Texas Devils, they'll be playing a little bit later on. The ball goes to ground. And it's a massive humanity over there, and suddenly we see that little red Susie Q. Kick that one up on the far side. Here come the Kangas. That one drops in front. Again, it's Monroe over there. And they get by, and here they come. Centering ball into the middle, marked. Taken by Bierman. Bierman and Monroe have had the most touches, it seems like, for the Roosters side so far. Chipped over the top where he finds Bailey. Bailey will go back, and taking his time, he looks like he's going to back himself from about 40 meters out. Now he's going to send that one into the pocket, and marked out there again by Monroe. Monroe at a very acute angle here, looking for the centering ball. Nothing really happening at the hot spot. Now he chips it in short where he finds Bailey, and Bailey's got a better angle, if not from a little bit further out. Player on the mark, stands about 30 meters out. The wind takes this one across the face, and going in after that one, I believe there was Abdallah for Des Moines. This one's going to get sent in back towards the sticks, and it has gone through for a minor score. We are all level. Nashville 1, Des Moines 1, game 1 of 10 games here today. Across the way, we've got the first game of the other group, which is Oklahoma combined with Houston, taking on St. Louis combined with Denver, and Minnesota is the third team in that group. Goes up on the far side, nice mark. Send that one down up on the far side. One-on-one contest through the hands of Frosty Harris. Two-on-one contest. Great job to get away from the full forward pressure, and they come out to the near side looking for Bailey, who takes the mark in front of a late arriving number 9 for Nashville. Gonna go in short, marked by Pillar. Pillar, another Wombat, sends that one up into the pocket and finds a wide open number 4 there, which is Jacob Vanderploeg. Vanderploeg, him and his brother Zach, both playing for the Roosters. That one goes at the top of the goal square, and the free kick has been awarded, and Nashville will get it, and they'll have a chance to clear out once again. 1-1 the score. Just a reminder, there are draws in this phase of the tournament. Come out to the near side. Almost a good mark taken over the top there by Cody McLean. That would have been a specky. Now he goes forward, and here comes Crossley. Crossley, and an improper disposal. It'll be a free kick, and it'll go back the way of Abdallah. Crossley remonstrating with umpire Laurie Roop, but Laurie says that's the way, I called it. Out to the near side. I'm not going to do that again, I promise. Jacob Gross takes the mark right in front of the camera. Goes out to the pocket now, and nice juggling mark taken in between the right pocket by Jacob Judge. Judge waiting. He's got 7 seconds to make up his mind. Now sends that one. Again, the wind takes that one to the top of the goal square. Juggled and dropped, and now out the back comes Nashville. That was Steven Smith, the big man in the middle there, and he's going to want to get involved a little bit during the course of this game. It clean bowls, one man over the top, picked up by Dan Hill. And now all of a sudden I have Kate Moss in my head. Thank you. And the continuation of the first half here after the water break. They will do the first stoppage, that long water break around the 10-minute mark, and it's simply a water break. Not allowed to coach. There's not allowed like an extended strategy session. It's just get some water, get the spirit of this great game, hold it up in the air, and get underway once again. Nashville leads 7-1. Des Moines, now let's see how they can respond after taking some H2O. One-on-one contest, little chip handball, very nicely there to Joshua Curtis. Curtis sends that one in, and the mark is taken, and all of that is slowly collapsed like a flan in a cupboard. Out to the near side, looking over the top there for the number 9 for Nashville, and then that one is in the middle there. I think that was Vanderploeg, or rather that was Bierman for Des Moines. Howe couldn't find the handle, neither two could Gleicher, and the ball goes out of bounds. And the ball goes in the middle of the ground now, and then Going to spin that one free was the 35, which was Jonathan Sickerdick. Another one of the Wisconsin players playing for Des Moines. In the middle of the ground, handball up over the top, drops in front. Picked up out of the air nicely by Gleichert. And goes to send that one forward. Clean balls everybody. Harris one-on-one contest with Vanderploeg. He comes out one out to the near side. And everybody converge on some bare spots. Good job in there by McLean to shove his player out of the way. Sends that one in and back the other way they come. Sending that one deep there again was Sickerdick. And oh, a great mark over the top. What a grab by Saul Camarena. Camarena comes back the other direction. This is Crossley. Crossley takes his time, runs his full measure, sends that one to the top of the 50. Nice mark, and continuing on there is Kozakowski. Kozakowski with an ugly kick, however, and Des Moines will try and clear the present danger. Does so into the middle of the ground. One-on-one contest. Spins away from the would-be tackler. Now up to the near side. Kills a family of worms on the way through. Off the knees of Crossley. Picked that one up going the other direction. Dropping the footy there was 19. And we have a whistle. And out of all that, it's a ball up. 7-1. Nashville the lead. And both of these teams will have their crack at the six-time Division I national champions a little bit later on in the Austin Crows. That'll be a free kick to the Roos. Nashville, as we sang, celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. They've sort of strode away from the North Melbourne look. They, of course, were for many years a partner club of the the North Melbourne Kangaroos. They have added the Tennessee flag colors, and that's what you see, the circle with the 3 stars in the middle. As somebody who likes flags and somebody who likes sports logo design, that's a pretty good combination. They try to send that one forward, but turning them aside there is Camarena once again. And then he sends that one, pumps that one up on the far side. Off the shins of the 27 in there, which again is Zach Vanderploeg. And the ball squirts out again to the far side. Nashville controlling in the personage of O'Dwyer. And again, going through is Gleichert. Gleichert's been like a bull in a china shop so far and picked up, and here they come. Sending that one up, left-footed kick, stabs that one through, but it goes off to the side. And the umpire points one finger out because that is worth 1 point. Nashville goes the 1-2-8. Des Moines, 1 point. Brian Barish here with you. Absolutely, as we said, a little bit of a breeze blowing to the left. I'd say at most it's a 2-goal breeze. Des Moines will get in the second half as a kick towards Nashville, kicking towards the primary school side to our left. Ball drops in front and coming through to pick that one up. Oh, big tackle, and I think that may have been low. I think that's exactly what it was. It was a low tackle as he got him around the legs. And 29 again in there is for Nashville. We don't have on the score sheet. He sends that one up into the pocket. And back the other way come the Roosters. The ball goes out of bounds. A number of clubs in Australia with the Roosters nickname. West Footscray, our good friend Kel Rowe, they're nicknamed the Bockers, so to speak, because that's what they say apparently. So I might actually just start calling them the Bockers. I don't know if they'd like it or not, but you know, as the ball gets set up on that far side now, up the top, and there are 10 players there, and none of them could hang on to the footy. And going to clear that one out is Dynan, but he turns it away. Dynan for Nashville sends that one over. Long handball in there by McLean, and cleared out again by the Roosters. Drops in front. Here's Carametta, sends that one back inside the top of the 50. Vanderploeg was boxed out by Harris. The ball goes pinballing around like a pinball wizard, and then out to clear it up on the left side. Here comes Des Moines, drops in front. Going in after that was 24, which was Jacob Spain, who fell mainly on the plane, or at least on the ground. Ball goes to ground, picked up again by 9, who is Brett Bierman. Bierman's been touching the ball enough to where I probably remember his name at this point. That one gets sent back in the other direction. One-on-one contest off the hands there of the 8 for Nashville, who is Kozakowski. Or check that. It is, Kozakowski. We want to make sure if we're gonna pronounce a name, we're going to make sure we do it right. Ball drops in front, and again, that is Gleichert, who just gets the handball away. A little triangular play, and then sent back inside 50. Harris and marked in, sends that one in from the pocket, drops in front. The ball goes out of bounds. It does find the field of play, however. And it'll be a boundary throw at about 3 meters around. Nashville 8, Des Moines 1. First of 3 games in Pool A. As we said, both of these teams will play Austin a little bit later, but first of the business at hand. Ball goes into the middle and just getting his foot as that ball was dangerously in front, and Nashville extends their lead. No, it's gone through 4 behind. I apologize. Everybody was celebrating, but in fact it does go through 4 behind. So Nashville goes to 1-3-9. They do extend their lead. It's out to 8 points. And that was Michael Fenwick-Nevin who just got his foot to the ball. A great opportunistic opportunity. They come out to the near side looking for Bailey. It's Bailey, Hal, Harris off his fingers, picked up by Des Moines. They try to get it out. It's a fire drill at the moment. Clears that up to the far side off the shins of Abdallah. And then Nashville trying to put the pressure on and try and get one more goal with the wind. Kept in, centering ball in the middle of the ground, and it's marked by 21, who is O'Dwyer. So O'Dwyer is within scoring range, and he'll go back. And a good job by 33 and McLean, who was able to find a wide open target. Kick is on the way. It's sailing right, it stays right, and another 1-pointer. So Nashville goes to 1-4-10. The lead is 9 points. And Des Moines on 1 point, only 1 point. Out to the left side, getting towards the business end of this first half. As we say, 2 20-minute halves with a water break in between. Of course, we have 6 men's teams. We'll have a women's match a little bit later on as well that we'll have for you. As the ball gets knocked down in front, Harris with a whirly bird, and then that one is cleared out of there by the Roosters up the far side, drops in front, and here comes Des Moines back in the other direction. Over to get it. That's got to be a throw. It absolutely was. Listen, it would have been good in the NBA, but here in footy, it's you can't do that. No throwing of the ball whatsoever for those of you who might be watching for the first time. And should tell you that if you're joining us and you want to find out more about the USAFL, go to our website, usafl.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter and Instagram at USAFL1997. The ball goes up the far side. And the ball goes out of bounds. So boundary throw-in. The ball comes spinning back into play, and just as that happens, the wind picks up. Again, that wind heading from right to left. This is Bailey. Crossley closed in on it, and then it bangs around and picked off once again out the back. And cleared out to the near side through the hands of Bierman. And here is Howell, who couldn't find it, and that is halftime. So I'll tell you what, pretty even for the first half of things. Des Moines did have their chances. Nashville's defense did pretty well. And at the end of 20 minutes of play, it's the Nashville Kangaroos 1 goal, 4 behinds, 10 points. The Des Moines Roosters 1 point only. We'll be back with the second half of this one. You're watching the 2022 USAFL Central Regional Championships here on USAFL.com. Back here at the National Sports Center in Blaine, Minnesota for the second half of this Pool A game, the first one between the Nashville Kangaroos and the Des Moines Roosters. Nashville leads 10-1, and now going to the right of screen as we are underway. Brian Barish here with you as that one is sent that one in towards the pocket. The wind pulls that one up. Nashville appears to be the better of the two sides so far, and now they're going to have to contend with the wind. High contact is called, and Des Moines will have a chance to kick it out from their back pocket. Little chip in on the left side, dangerously close to the boundary line in front of Peter Bailey, and the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw-in. The surface here, very, very good. I would say that probably one of the best ones we have. Of course, this is a complex that has somewhere in the neighborhood of about 50 soccer fields. Handball up over the top. Here comes the first foray inside 50. That one goes deep into the pocket. Duty chasing it for Nashville. And the ball goes into the long grass. And of course, that'll be an interesting concept in having to chase the ball out of the grass during the course of the day. And you got to be careful because there is a little bit of a creek back there. So we have a boundary throw, and it'll occur about 10 meters around. The umpire arches the back, spins the ball back into the arena, and that one is tipped out by O'Dwyer, or checked out by McLean. The ball goes out of bounds once again. As I mentioned, now Des Moines was founded by the Cameraman brothers, Tyler and Wes, who they're both actors, and they had played for the OC Bombers. Back in the day, about 15 years ago, when they moved to Iowa, they formed the Roosters. As the ball goes to ground, as I mentioned, they won the Division IV title in Mason, Ohio in 2012. That one is shoveled out, picked up by Howell, thrown to the ground by Bailey. And that springs the Roos up on the far side, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds. And the boundary umpire, pretends that he's landing down south at MSP, and we'll have a free kick going back the other way. 10-1, Nashville the lead. Again, Nashville wearing the red, white, and blue, and Des Moines wearing the red jumpers with the white and black hoops across the front. Ball drops in and goes out of bounds. Des Moines jumpers are about 2 or 3 seasons old. I think 2019 was when they started wearing them. For many years, they wore a darker red with the giant rooster logo on front of it. This is a little bit more traditional. Ball goes to ground, and that one is fisted out to the near side. And it goes back, and Howell diving it after the footy, handballed up over the top. And that one is sent in. And, that one's going to come back, I believe. Yes, it is. It takes a moment, and I know the umpires have told me over the years that it takes a moment to pick it out, but understand as well that I've got the binoculars on the play there, so I don't see what the call is usually for about a second afterwards. But with Lori Roop, whose voice tends to travel a bit, and it sort of needs to when you're umpiring on such a big field as this, it's a bit of a help. That one is a low and slow kick, popped in the air, picked up by Howell, who spins free, out to the near side. Rather, that was Crossley who got his hand to it. And that one is paddled back in the middle of the ground, up in the air, Crossley pursuing. And get off, and here come the Roosters the other way. Sends that one up to the top of the square, but marked by James Duty. He does his duty. Chips in short. It's going to get picked off, and picked off nicely by Vanderploeg, Jacob Vanderploeg. He's going to go back, and he might set sail on the wind. This is the Christopher Cross end, so to speak, because he's riding with the wind, as opposed to the Bob Seeger side the other way, which is against the wind. Some classic rock references. That's a ski jump ball. It's going to hang in the wind. Ball goes to ground. Cleared out now, out of the back by Tim Herman, a former Philadelphia Hawk, among other things. That one spun out to the near side. Little chip chance in front. Did it carry? Yes, it did. Spinning around was Lucas Pilar and got just enough and the wind cooperated, and Des Moines is back to within a straight kick. With less than that, actually, they go on the 1-1-7. Nashville is 1-4-10, and we're down to half a goal. Des Moines really lucking out here. Of course, the winner of this game will have a chance. Basically, this is almost, in a sense, a quarterfinal or even a semifinal, because with a win here and a win over Austin later, you would win the group and go right to the grand final. Of course, that's pretty difficult task, beating Austin, a team that's only lost one time in the last 2 years, actually going all the way back to 2018. And the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw-in up on that far side. 10-7 the score. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Ball goes knocked down. Howell circles around, goes in front. They try to get that one out, and over the shoulder, over the head pass, Abdullah dropped the pill, and it's going to be high tackle. It'll be a free kick, as Andrew O'Dwyer got Abdullah a little bit high. Ring around the collar, and your whole wash clean. I forget whether that was Woolite or Tide or one of those companies, but anyway, up the far side, that's the 80s kid in New Shelley. That one drops in front, and McLean able to get to it, send it back from whence it came. Marked by Harris. David Frosty Harris up to the near side, handballs it in nicely, looks over the top once again, and Zach Vanderplug, player, was shoved down there in Bierman. That one is taken down with a half Nelson. Handballed up over the top, looking again for Crossley. Bierman is in there as well. Ping-pongs around like a ping-pong ball. Or a table tennis ball if you prefer that sort of nomenclature. And we'll have a ball up. Nearing the midway point of the second half. 3 points separate the sides with Nashville in front. It's Des Moines who will play Austin next, and then Nashville who will play them in the late game. The winner of each group will play for the grand final. The second place teams will square off for third, and third place will square off for fifth. Long into an empty, and it'll be a one-on-one contest. Two players there, Duty and Herman. Duty reads the bounce best, comes out to the near side to avoid Steven Smith, and that one's a dangerous play. Over to get it is the number 9, who we don't have here. And then that one is cleared out to the near side. Will hang in the air, and it is marked, a nice chest mark by Dinan. Dinan looks into the middle of the ground, looking to switch that pitch. And off the chest of Howe, 2-on-2 contest. Throwing his shoulder in there was Jacob Vanderplug. And it's scooped up. Just barely was that illegal play. And then it's Roland Garcia Curran for Chicago, for this Des Moines side. As we mentioned, Chicago wearing the red. We'll get to them in just a moment and talk about their history, as that one is sent in. Ball goes to ground. Skips away, one-on-one contest, and it rolls free, and we're going to have a whistle behind play and a free kick, and we'll go the way of the Kangaroos. Trying to put some distance between them and Des Moines, leading by 3 points, 10-7. Ball goes up high in the air, drops in front. They'll turn around, sending that one in was the Nashville number 19, and it's marked in front and defensively. Got a number of players here. There is Timothy Dinan, who has been a prime mover for them so far, been all over the place. And that's going to be a throw, says umpire Dave Bryant. So a free kick to number 9 for Nashville. Sends that one in short. 2-on-2 contest. Ball goes to ground. Swing and a fresh air shot. Long handball up over the top through the hands of the number 2, which is Lavis. Long handball. That was a legal, but just barely. And then a good handball into the middle once again by Bierman. And it'll be a throw, and it'll be a free kick. This is Andrew O'Dwyer. He'll run, gets a block, now throws that one on to the left and sends that one towards the sticks. It's tipped through. They're desperately trying to rush that one forward. There was a whistle before. It'll be a free kick. It'll be a free kick in front. And did they call advantage? And they're going to call it a goal. So the goal will count. We're going to go to a water break, but before we do, or are they going to give that as a goal? Yeah, so as we head into the water break, the score, it's the Nashville Kangaroos, 2 goals, 4 behind, 16 points, and the Des Moines Roosters 1-1-7. We'll return at the end of this water break and bring you the remainder of the second half. You're watching the 2022 USAFL Central Regional Championships on USAFL.com. And the remainder of the second half about to get underway. A big goal right before the water break for the Kangaroos. And they're just double checking to make sure the time is ready. As we're just checking over there. We mentioned Chicago before the break, the Swans. They've had a very interesting history. There's been a couple of clubs in the Chicago area. They've merged, they've unmerged, and the Swans have survived since 1998. And they continue to be a consistent performer in the middle of the country. And here's a chance as Des Moines tries to answer. What a great goal in front by Josh Curtis. And that carried a good 35 meters. Cool as you like. He spun around and sent that one off the right foot for a goal. And back come the Roosters. They go to 2-1-13. They trail by 3 points. Nashville 2-4-16. Des Moines is not going to go away without a fight here. And they acquitted themselves very well in the tournament that they hosted. They host a 10-a-side tournament called the 80-35 tournament every year. Ball goes to ground, and going to pick that one up, and now back the other way. Here comes Lavis, who sends that one in, and it gets picked off and back the other way, turning that one on to the left. High up in the air, one-on-one contest, gets free. Oh, great spoil there in front. And before the kick, there was a throw. Wow. Fenwick Nevin had a great chance in front. He couldn't find it. He couldn't find the handle. And there was a throw called before they had a chance to pump it home. So still 3 points the difference. Out to the near side, bounces in front. Big fist in there by McLean. Abdallah goes out to the near side, and it's going to be a high call, high contact. Remember, you cannot tackle above the shoulders. You also cannot tackle below the knees. Free kick. Looks out to the near side. Calling for it again is Curtis, who has that big goal. Lavis takes it. Too hard on the handball, but it bounces to McLean. Picked up, that's Person. Jeffrey Person, and he is taken high. Person, who is one of the longtime umpire executives. And really one of the better ones in the league. He does pretty well to play. He kicks that one on the right. The wind takes it in the middle of the ground. I think that was Howell who was able to get that one free. And then shoving him down. That's going to be a free kick. And it's going to be awarded to Michael Fenwick Nevin. So again, the margin still 3 points at 16-13. And if Fenwick Nevin can negotiate this wind that is blowing directly in his face, that'll give them a little bit more of a cushion as we wind down play here in game one. Fenwick Nevin's kick is low and into the wind. Did it cross the line? It did. Michael Fenwick Nevin has extended the Kangaroos' lead, and they go on to 3-4-22. The lead is 9 points. Over Des Moines, 2-1-13. And with not much time left, Des Moines is going to need to figure out how to saddle up here, and they're going to need 2 quick goals, and they're going to need them in a hurry. Ball goes up in the air once again. Crash boom opera, and it's pounded forward there. Picked up by Lucas Pilar, who had the first goal for Des Moines. Way back in the first half. Everybody goes down mushroom farming, they're wanting a call, and finally they'll get one. I mentioned 6 men's teams. We'll also have a women's game a little bit later on. The Minnesota Freeze taking on North Star Blue Hawks. 2 teams from here in the Twin Cities area. Ball goes to ground, and going to pick that one up. Once again, we'll have a ball up. Mentioned how great the weather is. It's not too hot. This wind, I'll tell you what, feels really, really, really good. Comes out to Crossley for Nashville. Sends that one forward. And marked nicely around the back there by Dynan. Dynan's had a lot of touches so far and been a key link-up for Nashville. Handballs up over the top, and going in there is Tyrell Hayes for Chicago, for Nashville, and got the big tackle in there. The ball spins out, and back the other way comes Des Moines. Got by one tackler, but forgot the football just after he made that nice move. And staying with it there is Jacob Judge. And it will be a free kick. We see coach, or a ball in, as we see Des Moines coach Donnie Hess over there directing traffic. Ball gets caught up in the wind and blows forward. Goes and picks that one up. This is Curtis. Finds a player there in 35 for, that's Sickerdick once again. That one goes out of bounds, and once again it'll be a boundary throw, and time ebbing away from the Des Moines Roosters, trailing by 9 points. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Again, the wind dictating where it goes. Knocks down, again looking for McLean, but turning that one inside again was Sickerdick. No, as Herman couldn't find the handle, and that'll go through for a point. Not the worst result for Nashville. It's still 2 kicks the difference. Moines goes on to 2-2-14. They trail by 8 points as Nashville is 3-4-22. Looking for waiting, and now we'll just run out to the near side and take a leisurely Saturday morning stroll. Where's this going to land as McLean comes over and has plenty of room to take the mark in front of Sickerdick. Out to the near side off the chest of number 9, and we'll have the ball in. Ball is in between the right wing and right halfback position for the Kangaroos. Ball came straight in and took Leiker completely by surprise. He wasn't expecting the ball to come out as fast as it did. Over to get it is Jacob Vanderplug, but he can't get to it. Curtis picks it up, gets away from one defender, whacks the handball into the middle, finding Zach Vanderplug. Handballs it up the top and finds Bailey. Peter Bailey finds the handle, runs to 45 and kicks that one on the way. And we've got a ball game, folks, as Peter Bailey kicks Des Moines' 3rd goal of the day, and we're back to within 2.
He got this, boys!
Des Moines go to 3-20. They trail Nashville 3-4-22. Not much time left, and either team has the opportunity. Des Moines has the win. The Roosters, who came in as the 3 seed in this tournament, and overall they were the number 6 seed. Or there was a 3 seed in this group. They were 6 seed overall in this division. Ball goes to ground and able to pick that one up. Big tackle, going over to get it, and we have a whistle as Ross Snover. But looks like that may have come from the other field. Snover picks that one up. And it will. There was the whistle to be a free kick. Snover gets it quickly. Not much time left for this to happen, and especially when you turn the ball over. And it's Camarena who's played a good job across the half-back line for Nashville. Up the far side now. Dribbles through. Picked off by Zach Vanderplug. Sends it back the other way. Long as McLean couldn't claim it. Ball goes to ground. Curtis sends it forward. Can this happen? That ball drops in front. Picked the other way by Herman. Herman sends it back. Goes up the far side. Nice mark taken by Kozakowski. And he had a lot of pressure there, and he'll go back and take his time. Time very much on the side of the Kangaroos, and it's marked by Howell, who will take his full 7-second allotment. And he is acting as if he could kick it from here, and I think that might be a fridge too far. That one will be chipped in short. The wind holds that one up. Did Harris take that mark? No. It was a great effort, but it did hit the ground first, and umpire Dave Bryant crosses his arms like the Monsignor. Not much time left. Des Moines is 150 meters from where they need to be. They come out to the near side. Just got the handball away. Here's probably the last roll of the dice. Duty is able to get to it for Nashville. Big hit in there, put in there by Pilar, but couldn't win the footy. Nashville has it. Harris has it at his feet. Can't get to it. Picked up again, spins around. Here comes Des Moines trying to get out of the slog. Duty couldn't handle the pass as he was tackled as soon as he got it. Ball goes to the ground, and a whistle, and a ball up. And that is it. And that is full time at the football, and the Nashville Kangaroos have hung on to the victory by 2 lowly points. They have 3 goals for 22. The Des Moines Roosters, 3 goals, 2 behinds, 20 points. Nashville, of course, with the Chicago Swans, and Des Moines with the Wisconsin Wombats. What a fantastic game, and just like at the Eastern Regionals where we saw a game decided on a kick after the siren, this one went down to the wire. So both of these teams will play Austin next in this pool play. It'll be Des Moines who will get first crack at them, and then a little bit later on it'll be Nashville. And if Austin wins their game against Des Moines, then that will be a preliminary final for the grand final, as those 2 teams will play off. But that's for another time. We hope you've enjoyed this game here, and we hope that you'll join us for more on USAFL.com, on Facebook.com/USAFL, and Twitter and Instagram at USAFL 1997. For everyone here at the National Sports Center in Blaine, Minnesota, this is Brian Barish saying so long for now.